to see so many new people also over here. Those who have come for the first time, it's better if they sit in the first line, so I know most of them. Those who have come for the first time, please come forward. Or you come for the first time? We are all seekers. That is to say that we all feel that there is some purpose in our life. That we realize that we have not had our fulfillment. That we know that we do not know why God has created us. We also do not know for definite if there is a power that is called as God's power. It is divine power. It is said that in all the scriptures that the divine power permeates into the smallest atoms and pervades all the universes and regulates, coordinates and organizes all the working of this Mother Earth and of human relationships, and that is the power of God's love, divine love. It is too fantastic to believe for a rational mind. You do not see it operating anywhere. It is but natural people do not believe in it. But there is something that makes you feel that there is a hand that has organized so many things which we cannot explain how it was organized, why it was organized. For example, we know there is gravity, but we cannot explain why there is gravity, how it is working. Once we realize that there is a little gap in our awareness, that the human awareness has not reached that state where we can really understand ourselves, then we look forward to something. And so far there has been lots of guiding for us through various incarnations, through various prophets and through various gurus, and the humanity has come to this level that now we are, through our scientific knowledge of psychology and science also, have started feeling that there is something like God. But still, all this knowledge is outside and understanding is also outside. Inside, we are not sure. It is a fact. Some people will say, oh, I feel nice about it. That's not the way to judge divine power. You can feel nice even going to a pub. Feeling nice is not the way to judge. To judge the divine manifestation. Actually, our power of judgment is not yet awakened fully. We are to be reborn. Now God, who has made us human beings from amoeba. If you call him God, all right, otherwise you call it nature, whatever you may like to call it. Must be having some purpose, which we do not know. And it is He, His power is going to again give us that evolutionary breakthrough by which we are to know Him. Let us say scientifically, what have we discovered? Because scriptures now, so many feel, is out of date. We have discovered in the realm of psychology that there is an universal unconscious, a power which is not conscious or which is not in our conscious mind, is working out guidance, harmonizing, informing about future, about past, in our dreams. This is universal yet unconscious to us. It has not come to our consciousness. It's not in our conscious being. There are many things even doctors cannot explain scientifically, and many things. For example, in our being, when the two chemicals, which are just chemicals, like acetylcholine and adrenaline, when they manifest, their reaction or their mode of conduct is very different in different levels of the being. For example, the one that will augment one of the centers here or the plexus here may relax the other. And they cannot explain how a chemical reacts differently in different places. And they have been very honest about it. They say the mode of action of these chemicals in the human beings cannot be explained. They are being very honest. They have noted it down that they cannot explain, but explanation is to be found out. As if there is somebody who is managing this show within your different planes. By moving outward, we have found out science, we have found out psychology, we have found out many things. But there have been people who have been moving inside their attention and trying to find out. How are we made? What are we? What is our basic structure? What are the underlying forces that works this human personality? The thing that they have discovered, which is being supported by many scriptures, is this, which you see here. They say God has created human beings in His own image. He has created you in His own image. So all these things exist in Him also, as well as in you. The difference is that in Him they are the object, while you are reflected. As if there is a mirror within you and you are giving the reflection of the object that is there. These centers are within you, and in the course of SahajaYoga, we don't have regular courses like as you have in the universities and things like that. I mean to say, when you see in these programs, when you watch in these programs, you will see that they exist. You can see the pulsation of that residual force which is shown there, which is lying there dormant in 3.5 coil, which pulsates. You can see with your naked eyes. This you cannot do. Divine force is that which manifests something that you cannot do. For example, you cannot sprout a seed. It sprouts by itself. In the same way, you cannot make this force pulsate here in the back. For example, you may stand up and dance. You may lift your legs. You can stand on your heads. You can do whatever you please. But you cannot make something pulsate there. That is the divine, spontaneous force of God's love. You can see with your naked eyes. You can also see the rising of that force on your back. In various people, here are at least 70% people who have seen it. It rises within you, touching all these subtle centers which are manifesting your plexuses outside, which are gross in nature. And you can see it pulsating here on your head, as Nanaka has said, or Kabira has said it, Shunya Shikhara Para Anahada Baji. Anahad. There is a sound without percussion, you can feel it lup, dup, lup, dup here. Here you can feel it. And that is the baptism. Where the Kundalini rises, this force is called as Kundalini, through all these various centers and opens this out. And you become, it's an actualization, you become a person who is a self-realized person. It is the becoming and the happening. It is not just lecturing or giving you any courses or making you, I would say, slaves of it. You can see for yourself it happening within you. It happens to you, and when this happens, as described in all the books, especially of Adi Shankaracharya, who has dealt with nothing else but Kundalini, 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 and with the centers, that there is a flow of Chaitanya Lahari. There is a flow of waves of this divine power, which is cool, breeze-like, as you have read in the Bible, is the power of the Holy Ghost is felt like cool breeze. Truth is only one. There cannot be divided ideas and opinions about truth. It is only one. Everyone has said the same thing, but maybe the language may be different, style may be different, explanations may not be that big or small, but all of them have said the same thing. So the flow starts flowing, and you become that. The actualization takes place. This is baptism. The manifestation of your spirit in your heart, you feel it in your conscious mind, that is in your central nervous system, you start feeling it flowing. That means you become a hollow personality, and through you this cool breeze starts flowing. This is the force which is the synthesis of all the vital energies that exist within us. They are basically in three forms. The one that flows on the left hand side gives us existence. When our heart on the left hand side stops. Our existence finishes. So the negation of existence is destroying. That's why it is also called as a destructive force. This gives us the emotional side of life. The other one gives us our creativity, by which we create, by which we think. And the center one is the one by which we have evolved from amoeba to this stage. And all these stages of our evolution, all our path of evolution has got these milestones which demarcate our evolutionary process. Everything that you will do in SahajaYoga will be explained to you. And you will be able to maneuver all this power yourself. And there is no secret in SahajaYoga. You will have to know all the deities that are settled on these chakras, which were like leaders who came down on this earth to lead us into our evolution. And they are all very nicely settled down there. And when this force of Kundalini, this 3.5 coiled force of residual energy, passes through these centers, it enlightens these centers. By that enlightenment, you get physical, emotional, and mental enlightenment. That's how many people get just cured. Just cured. We have cured cancer. Cancer can only be cured by SahajaYoga. There is no other way out, whether you like it or not. You can also cure it. I mean, nowadays I don't cure anyone. These people only cure. Mentally you get cured and others can be cured mentally too. Because these are the subtle centers which are supplying our sympathetic nervous system. They give us the energy by which we use our sympathetic nervous system, which is manifested by these two forces, the left and the right sympathetic nervous system. So the tension that mounts up in your head through the working of these centers, emotional, and this side is physical and emotional, mental, which collects in your head there like two balloons through superego, the blue one, and the yellow, the ego. These sympathetic nervous systems get refreshed, fed, nourished by rising of the Kundalini. And both these balloons which are pressing us with tensions are sucked. And the Kundalini opens into 1,000 petaled Sahasrara, the last limbic area center, and pierces the fontanelle bone over here. This part is called in Sanskrit language as Brahmarandra, means the hole to the Brahma. Brahma is that subtle power which permeates everything. For example, in this room there are many pictures, you can't see them. If you put a television, you can catch them. In the same way, this power exists which you cannot feel unless and until your television is plugged into. Unless and until you are plugged into the mains, you cannot feel it. And which is the core of this is that 3.5 coiled energy is the cord God has placed within you, because He wants to use you as His instrument, so that His subtle energy should flow through you and you should feel it and you should be able to give it to others. This has happened to many and will be happening to many, because the blossom time has come. And many are getting into their head one of the inquiries which I can feel clearly, that they must have read some books on Kundalini which are frightening, and they must be thinking that how can it be that simple, Sahaja? How can that be so spontaneous? It has to be, because it is so important and it is living. After all, God has given us these eyes, this nose, everything, without doing anything about it. Our breathing, if we have to do it by paying to someone, to some guru, some money, then how many would exist in this world? It has to be spontaneous, easy, available to us, because it is evolution. It is effortless. We cannot put in effort for it. Those who think they can put in effort for their breathing are the people, something wrong of them. When you can breathe easily, why should you put in effort for it? Will you do that? But people don't like SahajaYoga because it is so spontaneous. They don't want to accept this. It could be that sort of spontaneous. The trouble is, after becoming human beings, we have also developed a silly thing called ego. It says I am on my own. I can do it on my own. It would be something like oneself in the body, saying that I am on my own. We are a part and parcel of the whole. Unless and until you get this connection with the whole, you are not going to be satisfied. Try anything else. This is your birthright to have. God has made you for this. He's poured all His love just to get you there. But like naive children, some of you are spoiled. Spoiled the instrument. Alright, doesn't matter. Even then, SahajaYoga can take care and it will work out. Sahaja is a word which means Sahaja. Saha means with, Ja means born. Is born with you. All this is born with you, and the right to be in union, yoga, with God is also Sahaja. Is also born with, is also spontaneous. You must know that God is all pervading. And He is love. And He is almighty. He is not going to allow His own creation to be destroyed. Is He? He has created you. And He is going to work out your realization. It is His job. He has to do it. But those who are not authorized by Him, if they try some tricks, like some of them are so foolish as to use sex, imagine. Kundalini is your mother. She's so loving. She's born with you every time you come on this earth. And this mother is to be respected. She's the Holy Mother. Do you think you can use this nonsense to insult her and then to get your realization? I can understand in frantic mood somebody might have misunderstood it, possibilities there. But one should think about it. Moreover, how can God, who is so compassionate, will give you any pain when you are going to do the most beautiful thing is to enter into the kingdom of God? Why should you suffer for it? It's a simple thing. Those who had to suffer have already suffered at your hands, not at the hands of God. Human beings have made them suffer, not God. This is a wrong idea you have got about suffering also. How can God make you suffer? What do you think of Him? He can't even bear a little pain in you. And here you are out to go on destroying yourself. This is a new violence, new type of violence has come into human mind. Now they cannot have wars, so they have started beating themselves and destroying themselves. If they cannot eat others, they will eat themselves. Is it wisdom? If there is an incarnation, then they will kill that incarnation, torture that incarnation, crucify, give poison, see to it that it is destroyed. And in the name of seeking, now they are destroying themselves. It has to be the most beautiful experience for you. But you are wounded in this search. I see your Kundalini is wounded. Is just breaking her head here and there with those wounds. She's suffering because you have made her suffer. You have to respect yourself and love yourself as your God, the Lord, loves you. Only this much is needed, nothing more. And then it works out. It has worked out with many and should work out with all of you. You cannot argue about it. For example, we had someone the other day. He argued with me for 3 days. I said, with argument, what can I do? If it does not work out, does not work out. For she knows everything. She is your tape recorder. She knows everything what you have done in your previous lives and earlier lives and all that. And she's settling down there. She doesn't want to come up. What can I do? I can only pour my love on it. Again pour my love. I can work on it. But there are some seeds who take more time to sprout. And some are just like this. They come. Some are very beautiful. But in any case, the Kundalini comes up the first time with a big force, I think, because she recognizes that the time has come. But I must warn you, with some people, it goes down. Because she has to supply energy to the various chakras, various centers, various places. So she comes down and again supplies energy, cures that person. Supposing you are suffering some physical pain. Say somebody has a liver trouble. You can see with your naked eyes, the Kundalini is going there. You can see the pulsation. You can see at the liver point it's working. You can see with your naked eye. She's suggesting that the liver just now needs the energy, so I am supplying energy to the liver. Then she again goes back, comes up, supplies other parts. Nourishes you fully, and ultimately she comes and settles down. But with some people, once they are realized, settle down now. Now this is the time which is very, very important, especially with the Western mind as it is, you see. Because in SahajaYoga there is complete freedom to doubt. There is no taboo for you. Complete freedom even to argue. I mean, you are the loser. One cannot help it. Complete freedom even to doubt it, and complete freedom to lose it. Only with freedom you are going to achieve. You have to have complete freedom to go into the kingdom of God. So your freedom is respected. You are absolutely free to achieve it or to lose it. I have seen people who have never even been able to talk a word to their gurus. Here will come and sit on my head and torture me completely. For hours together they will be arguing. And then they will say, why didn't we get it, mother? Why didn't we get it? Now, how am I to tell them frankly about it? I don't want to hurt them. Again I work on them and again I work on them. Here the people are here, they can tell you, day in and day out I've been working. You don't have to work at all in the beginning. Once you are realized, then you can help me. But without realization, I don't bother you. I make you sit down comfortably and get it to yourself. It's a question of understanding that this is a gift and it is not selling. Then you will change your attitude. You have not come to a shop to demand something, but to get a blessing. You are not paying for it and you cannot pay for it. It is an insult even to think that you can pay for God. Because we have seen throughout now, people have been living on this kind of earnings, like parasites. We cannot believe that somebody says that you cannot pay for it. But those who take money in the name of God are much worse than you people are. They are parasites. They have no self-respect. You remember Christ had taken a big whip and whipped these people. What can a mother do to them except for weeping and crying and saying, now look at this, the way they are exploiting my children. It is for you to gain. It is for you to achieve. It is for you to put your wisdom into it and receive it. The time has come. Do not miss it. It is not ego satisfying by any chance. So many people feel satisfied also if they pay for it. It's the ego satisfaction. Understand that it is a very subtle enemy of yours. You cannot pay for it, nor you can work it out. It's a spontaneous thing that will work out within you. It will happen to you, and you will be empowered by your own powers. Whatever powers I have, what does it matter? You see, even if I have, say, thousands of pounds, what does it matter to you unless and until you have something of your own? Why should you be so enamored by my powers? You should ask for your own power. And you must know that you have a lot of it within you, which has to manifest. And you must know the technique behind it. You must know from where it comes and how it works out. And you should be able to maneuver it completely in a scientific way. The knowledge of self gives you the knowledge about your own centers and knowledge about everybody else. Because you become collectively conscious. I said become. Is not lecturing that you are our brothers and sisters. You are. You are part and parcel of one whole. You are that. This finger is a part and parcel of my being. In the same way, all of you are. But you are not yet conscious. That consciousness should be an actualization. Should be a happening within you, not only a thought process to think, yes, we are all one. It is not going to help you. Only after this transformation of happening, where you develop a new dynamic awareness within you, then only all human enterprises Your democracies, your mobocracies, your communisms and isms and everything will find a perfect solution. You cannot have perfection with imperfect people. You have not found out your own perfections. Neither you know your fulfillment. Then you know your fulfillment and you become. This has to happen to all of you. I have been giving lectures after lectures with too much of it, I think, sometimes. And also there's a book Sridhar has written on that. You can go through. It has given the basics of SahajaYoga. It's a good book, though it has not yet arrived here. But by reading, you cannot understand it, nor can you have any proper knowledge. You have to get it. A great poet in India, Sridhar, wrote a huge, big piece of poetry called as Sursagar. Means the ocean of musical notes. And at the end of it he says, Suradas ki sabhi avidya dur karo nandala. He says that, O Lord, please now remove all the non-knowledge I have been describing. Without realization, is all talk, 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 talk. They will talk of an abstract God. They'll talk about the deity. They'll talk about great things like peace and happiness and joy. By talking, you are not going to achieve it. It's a mockery of reality. You cannot make a drama out of it. It has to be reality, really felt within you. I hope I have tried to explain to you in such a manner that too much of thinking that you have in your head is little bit settled. And I hope you are ready now to receive the realization. Let's see how many of you get it. But as I have told you, that even if you get it, you have to come back to Caxton Hall again to stabilize it. Many of you have to do it. I'm sorry, but you have to do it so that you establish it fully and work it out on others and learn it. The technique, which was called as the most secret once upon a time, is going to be told to you, each and every word and everything that belongs to God is a special gift for you. May God bless you all. Now, if you have any questions, sensible ones, please ask me. Not to waste anybody else's time, like I read in Timbuktu something. If you have read something, you have not found something. So it is not question of telling me, because you see, you are unnecessarily pulling me into controversies. I do not want to go into that nonsense. What are you? There is one more question people are asking, which I know. What happens to our karmas? Which is a very common question people have. That we should wash off our karmas, otherwise how can we get realization? It is a very difficult thing, and we have to clean ourselves out, otherwise how will it work out? Who does the karmas? Do you know that? is your ego. Animals don't do any karmas and they do not have karma bhogas either. A tiger will eat a cow and will eat well and will give it to its children also without even thinking about it. The karmas. Only the human beings accumulate their karmas in this ego that is there. Once the ego is sucked in, if you are not there, then who has done the karmas? How can you wash your karmas when you have not separated from yourself? How can I wash my inner centers when I don't know how to enter into them? And then what good karmas are you doing otherwise also? Actually, as described in the Gita, that you have to become akarmis, means the karmas become just like the rays of the sun. They just emit. You just see them. You don't feel you are doing it. At the very outset, Krishna has said that. But then he found Arjuna was a mediocre, so he took him round and round and round because he had to play diplomacy. But there are human beings, see, I have met some of them, very great ones. They are telling me we are cleaning our karmas. Not only that, but they are also saying that we do everything and put at the feet of the Lord. Now this is absurd. You can't just do it that way. Because the ego is intact there. You see, it has not yet come down. So it is only a mental obsession that you think, oh, we do everything and put at the feet of the Lord. How can you do it? You cannot. It's an absurd condition. This is the diplomacy. Once you realize that it is stupid to think that we can do the karmas and put at the feet of the Lord, is a stupidity, then only you will come to reality that you have to become one with Him. When He flows through you, then you just say it is going and coming. Like this one, you see, my sound is passing through it. It is not saying I am doing it. But supposing he gets a cap of ego here settled down, it will think that it is doing it. But if the cap is removed, then he knows that I am speaking, it is passing through that. That hollowness has to be established. Because that is not established, that's why you are thinking you are doing it. I have given this simile many a times, that some people who were going by a plane put all the luggage on their heads. And they were asked, why are you doing it? They said, we are trying to lighten the weight of the aeroplane. In the same way, we are doing something. We are doing nothing. What can we do? As I told you, you cannot even sprout one seed. Only whatever is dead, you have put up a show, you think, oh, you have done it. Only you have changed the forms. You have not done one living thing so far. Enlightened within you, you start living it. It becomes a live experience for you. We should see for ourselves how it happens, because my lecture may become like another scripture which you read in the church, come back home and forget about it. Better have the experience. Experiencing is the main thing. I hope all of you will get it. Let us see how it works out. You must cooperate. Tell your mind not to think anymore. All the books that you have read so far, please keep them behind the doors. You are lost in them completely. You are nowhere to be found. You are a book yourself which you should read. So, any questions again? too, unconsciously too. Karmas, no. Karmas are created, you see, because of, I too came little late, you see. I was telling them about these two energies we have got. On the left hand side is our emotional energy, and on the right hand side we have got a physical and the mental energy which manifests our activities. So you see, when you go into any activity like that, because human beings have raised their heads like this, see, that center you see here, Vishuddhi, that center is not yet shown connected, but gives rise to these two balloons that are there. They go like this, crossed here in the optic thalamus. When it crosses at the optic chiasma, as they call it, there it starts accumulating, one on the left and one on the right. Now this accumulation creates this one, the blue one, as the superego, and on the other side is the ego. Say if you have too much of emotional activity, all right, then you get, as fumes come out of factory, you can say, these fumes accumulated in that balloon there. And if there is too much of mental and physical activity, then the ego develops like that. Both of them combine here by the age of about, say, about 2 years or so. This forms a cartilage here, and by the time you are about 12 years of age, it becomes absolutely calcified. You know that here. That's how you get I-ness. You get separated from the whole. You become Mr. X, Mr. Y, Miss Z. You are all becoming yourselves, in the sense a shell is formed like an egg shell. So a shell is formed around you so that you should grow into your freedom, so that you realize your wisdom by using it, so that you should know the value of your own being. And then when you are matured enough, just like in the egg condition, as the mother comes and hits the top of the egg, in the same way the Kundalini comes from down there and breaks your center here. Then the ego and superego, which are supposed to be collecting your all the karmas, they are just sucked in. And then you become a hollow person, and you start the power flowing through you. You can feel the cool vibrations flowing from your hand. Now who is doing the work here? Because it is a myth which drops out. You have given a myth, like a bird takes a little baby bird and hides it somewhere and goes away from that baby bird and starts calling so that it should fly on its own. In the same way, you are separated from the whole, so that you become one with the whole and know that you have become one with that in your awareness, and that you get the power in your knowledge, in your consciousness. So far all your evolution has taken place without your conscious mind coming into play. But now you will know that you are realized, and you will know that there is a force flowing. So that when it will be flowing, you will just say, Mother, it's going, it's coming. You will not say, I am giving it or I am doing it. The language changes. The priorities change. Everything changes. You've already got it. Close your eyes. Just close. Put your hands. Just close your eyes. Put it on your lap. Put it on your lap. Have you been to some course or something before? Have you been to any other course? Huh? No? No, I have no courses. You've been to some other. Huh? Whichever. SahajaYoga. That's fine, little problem, but doesn't matter. It is such an imbalanced thing, Hatha Yoga, this Western Hatha Yoga is. You read Patanjali, what I am saying. But why not read the thing? It is in English language, translate. This is something they have started just to create some actors and actresses. It is not to be done by householders. It is not to be done after the age of 20 years. There are Ashtangas, 8 things are to be done simultaneously. But these people, I tell you, are mad who are teaching. Scratches on the heart, we have some of that. There's one sitting on Hatha Yoga. But it's alright, it will work out, alright? You see, actually paying so much attention to your body is not important. It's the spirit in your heart. It gets upset, angry, when it sees that people are paying so much attention to their body. Body is a servant of the spirit. And it is happiest when it works for the spirit. Right? It will be alright. You have to draw the balance. It will work out. It's working out already. Now we have many Hatha Yogis here. They came from Hatha Yoga. We had from all sorts of places. All sorts of combinations and permutations have worked out. But you have to be wise people. You have to understand wisdom. Otherwise, SahajaYoga is not meant for lousy people. Wisdom is the main thing you must have. There's a saying in Marathi language said by a very great saint in Maharashtra, "Erya gabaळ्याचे काम नोहे." It is not the work of the lousy or the people who are superficial or superfluous. That's why you must see that it works on many in a very good way, but people have to also later on maintain the balance. This is what you are seeking. Now, all of you take out your shoes would be a better idea. Just take out your shoes. And be comfortable. I mean, if you are tight anywhere here on the thing, too much tightness on navel point will not be good. Just if you are tight. If you are not, if you are comfortable is all right. And just put your hands just like this. Just like this. Take out your shoes. And if there are ties tight here, it is also sometimes, it's not so outward, but sometimes it does. Or anything tight you are wearing. Just put your hands. Just simply like that. Now you can see there, I have shown the different centers which are within you, which are expressed on your fingers, left and right sympathetic nervous system. When they get enlightened, inside, outside you start feeling, and through your centers you can feel others also, just by putting hands like that. If you can close your eyes, then please close. Some of you might get flickering of the eyelids, then please open the eyes. In case you can easily close the eyes without any difficulty, then please close it. Because when the Kundalini is rising through the optic chiasma, it dilates the pupils. Now, you should watch your thoughts, watch your mind. Just ask your mind, what are you thinking? Just watch. Don't have to do anything. Sit comfortably with both the feet touching the ground, with both the hands towards me, very comfortably placed. Be comfortable. You should not be awkward, nor you should feel any pain anywhere in the body. And just watch your mind. See what are you thinking. Are you getting any thoughts? You are quite aware, fully aware. But are you getting any thoughts from anywhere? Just watch. Are you getting any thoughts? You can't close your eyes. Listen. Are you getting cool breeze in your hand? No breeze as yet? I think foreheads must be opened out a little. On the foreheads, if they are covered, the forehead, if it is covered, maybe little bit. Just clear out. Your foreheads are important. Just clear out, yes, please. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Just clear out. Thank you. Thank you. Now the Kundalini in most of you is stopping at the Agya. That means you have to forgive others. Just go on saying that I forgive inside your heart. Just say I forgive. It's the greatest weapon you have got. After saying that, you have to also ask for forgiveness, because you have put your attention to something or some things too much and less to your spirit. So you have to ask for forgiveness for that. As they say, humble down in your heart. pay attention to yourself and not to others, please. Now the time has come to pay attention to yourself and not to others. Close your eyes. Feeling any cool breeze in the hand? Then don't open your eyes. Just for a while, just rest there. Open your eyes. Bring to here. That's it. That's it. All right. It will work. No choice. Don't be upset. Have you got good breathing in your hand? Be nice and relax. This is, have you got cool breeze in the hand? Have you feel it? Not yet? Slightly, yes. Just please keep your eyes. See, his eyes are so dilated. Just keep your eyes closed. Alright? Everybody can. Are you feeling now? Hot. Now cook, yes, good. Now, yes, at first it was, yes, it's good. Nice. It's very relaxing. It's alright, I'll work it out, alright, don't you? No shaking, nothing is needed. Just tell yourself, I'm not going to show off, and it will work out, it will be amazing. That's all. No shaking, nothing is needed. It will just work out in you. Just tell yourself that I'm not going to show off. Good. Yes. That's pretty relaxing too. Now I'll teach you how to use your palms for a bit, no? Yeah, you have to. Everyone must do. They're all great people. Aham Sakshat Narakasuramardini, Aham Sakshat Narakasuramardini, Aham Sakshat Narakasuramardini. Aham Sakshat Sarvamantra Siddhi, Aham Sakshat Sarvamantra Siddhi, Aham Sakshat Sarvamantra Siddhi, Aham Sakshat Sarvamantra Siddhi. Aham Sakshat Sarvamantra Siddhi, Aham Sakshat Mokshadaini, Aham Sakshat Mokshadaini, Aham Sakshat Mokshadaini, Aham Sakshat Sahasrara Swamini, Aham Sakshat Sahasrara Swamini, Aham Sakshat Sahasrara Swamini, Aham Sakshat Nirmala, Aham Sakshat Nirmala, Aham Sakshat Nirmala. All those who are feeling cool breeze in their hand, all of them, please raise your hands. All those. It's good. Raise your hands also. Yes, all of you. Those who are feeling cool breeze, raise your hands. All those who are feeling cold breeze, again raise your hands. High. Raise your hand. SahajaYogis have to raise your hands. I'm saying about SahajaYogis also. It's good. Aren't you feeling cool breeze? You are feeling. Yes, I could see that. Yes, he too. Is he not feeling? Huh? You are feeling what? Pressure, but not yet cool. It will cool down. All right. All right. Please put down your hands. He's got it. We have got it, both of them. What about you? Did you feel the cool breeze also? Slightly. Alright, put the hand like this, straight. Alright? Just straight. As if you are asking, like this. Put it on your lap if you want to. Alright. Those who have come for the first time and have not felt the cool breeze and have not been to any guru, please raise your hands. You have not been to any guru? You have not been to any guru before? No, I'm saying the gentleman. You never been to anyone? To no one at all? Alright. Who else? You have never been to any guru? To spiritualists? That's the same thing. All is black magic. It's just the same. Alright? Put your hands like that. Now, you have not been to any spiritualist, sure? Never been? Alright. Who else is like that? Now, Douglas, you see him. It's easy for him. Yes, you take him down. Take him out. You just come out that side. He will just see your vibrations. Maybe little here and there. Maybe. Just sit down there. He'll work it out. Alright. Let's sort it out. No, do that. There.